All right, don't you guys worry. We are back. We won't ever do that again to you guys where we missed 2 days in a week, but life caught up to us. It's Daily Bread with Sosa and Rex. As usual, powered by pickcity.com. Football season starts this weekend, so make sure you be checking out their website to get Sosa's premium or VIP plays, and they also have other solid cappers there as well. So make sure you be checking out pickcity.com. We like partnering with them, sponsoring with them. Sosa's good buddies with them, so am I. So always be giving them a check out. Solid weekend for us. We are back in the flesh. We are live. No worries on health fronts. We are all good. I know Mo was putting out an SOS yesterday on Twitter, but we are fine there. Sosa, how you doing? You ready for the football week officially?
Oh man, am I? We're locking in. Football is back. Big football spaces, talks all week long. Just locking in for this week, man. I'm ready for college football, ready for pro football. College football week 0 is upon us. We all know where that's going. Other than that, man, I'm just excited. Excited for the new week. Short baseball slate today. Not really too jazzed about it, to be honest. Baseball slate's kind of light. Want to get into what you have first, the important stuff. As you've been on fucking fire in soccer, you fucking murdered it over the weekend, and I'm trying to see what you got next for us.
Yes, sir. We are live on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. That's how we'll start off the episode. Well, there's 3 games that we're going to cover. 1 in the Premier League, 2 in Serie A. And then we'll jump into, as Sosa said, it's the Monday baseball slate. We've said it time over time. Everyone's saying on Twitter, always be a little bit careful on your Mondays with your travel days, but pick your spots. There's always cash to be made on Mondays.
Absolutely. So,
yes, sir. So let's hope you got that Venmo payment or cash out payment from the bookie, and it's not the other way around where they're requesting. Regardless, let's start off the week hot. We'll start with the solo Premier League match that we got with West Ham hosting Leicester City here. So I don't want to say these two teams are probably equal strength category, but there's not much that differentiates these sides. Finished similar in the table last season, looking to be it the same way this season. That's kind of why you have West Ham as short favorites at plus 150. You can get Leicester City at plus 186, a total over 2.5 here with the juice total. So with the Asian handicap, you could get the pick or the draw no bet on both sides, which is why I'm going to be slightly avoiding that. And I think the one angle to take in this game is with the juiced over 2.5. I think that's kind of telling of where your eyes need to be. This is what I think is truly a toss-up game. So with this over 2.5, actually on one book I see minus 115, on another book I see minus 130. So as usual, shop around. But both team totals are sitting out here at 1.5. So with the 2.5 total, obviously one team has to surpass that. You can get West Ham at plus 140. You can get Leicester City at plus 147. So that's kind of where it's not enough to just play both. If you want to do that, then you're kind of just hoping for a plus 0.4 unit winner, almost worst case scenario. So you could arbitrage it there if you're just trying to pick up the small change. I wouldn't do that. I'd key in on one team to surpass this, and that's where I'm just going to be going with West Ham at plus 140 over 1.5 on their team total. Slim Daddy Civ. Oh, that's Marcus. I'm glad you like the over and this one. I was fucked up. Then I saw
Slim Daddy, Paul.
But yeah, that's kind of where I think you could go either side in this. I do think both teams get on the score sheet. That's just at like a minus price right there, given the total. So that's where I'm just going to key in on the one team total instead to get that nice plus 140 price there. And let's just hope Antonio up top. He would be my one pick for someone to finish it off for us up there, but I like Antonio to be able to do it.
All right. What's next? What are we on next?
I don't know if it's going to be a theme, Sosa, but sticking with another team total here. It's Mondays. Don't want to take it light, but we got a match starting in 24 minutes for Cagliari is hosting Spezia. Yeah, Travis, that's where both teams to scoring over 2.5 is at plus 100. That's where if I can get the team total over 1.5 of plus 140, I just like that. So yes, that is on West Ham. But Cagliari back with the fans in their stadium. So they're on a little island called Sardinia. Not sure if you know about that, but Spezia. So coming from Venice, basically, it's a little bit of travel, but not too much. But with Cagliari on their island, it's always a solid option to be backing them there because they definitely have a strong home presence, week away presence. But so that's why they're sitting at minus 102 or basically even on the money line. The reason why I'm taking the Cagliari over 1.5 at minus 107 instead is Spezia might have the worst defense in all of Serie A. They don't have the weakest team. They did survive last season, but I don't want to say they got ravished, but decent amount of transfers in and out. So that's kind of where their team is hurting from that front. And just with this porous defense over 1.5, this will probably cash in the first half for Cagliari. So that's where we'll be taking our money on that match.
And the number one more time?
Minus 107 over 1.5 for Cagliari team total.
Okay. Gotcha.
And then the last play of the day, usually when there's only a 3-game soccer slate, I'm not going to be playing all of them, but this is your trappy game. So if there's one of your 3 to potentially lay off of the plays today, I think that would be when Milan travels to Sampdoria, because Milan, you can get them at even money. I think that's going to be your capper's favorite play today, is taking this Milan side. Looks like Zlatan will not be in the lineup today, so you'll be potentially looking at Rebic and Giroud up top. If what we've seen with Tammy Abraham, Lukaku last season, if a Chelsea striker travels to the Serie A in the past 2 seasons, it looks like they're going to bag a decent amount of goals or be instant impact, because that's what Abraham was for Roma yesterday. So
Sure.
Giroud is potentially your guy. You need lineups before you lock in an anytime goal scorer in this match. Just given because I think Milan will probably only play with 1 striker up top. If they play with 2, I'd be a little bit more surprised. So you could see Rebic in a wing spot, which isn't his strongest suit. I like him more up top. Kessié looks to also be out for Milan, but the Sampdoria team, it's kind of just meh. So we're just going to – this is the trappy play, is Milan team total over 1.5 at minus 110. So I'm just looking for 3 teams to get me 2 goals today, not trying to pick a winner in them. You could potentially go that route, but we're just going to stick with totals. 3 teams for over 1.5 today. So your start times are 12:30, 2:45, and 3 for those 3 matches.
All right.
Well, real quick, before we get into baseball, we will have a guest be joining us. We keep alluding to football. So make sure to be checking out the Twitter handle at the bottom if you want to check his stuff out. It's called CFB Win an Edge. His name's Nicholas, who runs it. So he has a 130-page Google sheet where it has every single player on every FBS roster, their depth chart, if they transferred in, if they transferred out. If you're a college football junkie and you like spreadsheets to look at teams, this is definitely your resource to go to. It is through Patreon with very reasonable prices. There's a $1 level, and then I believe the next one's a $15 level. So it's definitely something you want to be checking out. And one last thing to hype him up, he has a video game rating system for each of his players. So he basically says Sam Howell is a 95. I'm just throwing off a random number. Or the center or the cornerback for Louisiana Tech's an 86. So something, if you like, check out rosters before you jump into games. It's your easiest way to get all of your data in one source. So if you have any questions for him coming up, we'll be talking probably week 0 with them. We're locking in a day for later in the week, but definitely be checking that episode out later this week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
now,
sir.
Baseball, what you guys basically probably came here for, other than the footy winners. Let's get into our Baseball Monday slate.
Short slate. I only have 3 plays for the game for the day. Obviously, it's not a short. It's a short day. The first play I have for the people today is over 5.5, first 5 in the Texas Rangers Red Sox game. That's the game coming at you soon at 1:10 p.m. Teams light up. Kobe Allard, not a fan. Eovaldi should pitch well. I still like Boston to win rather handily and cover everything pretty much by themselves. And I'm also going
With
with
that one, I like that play almost better just because of Voldy's numbers. Not that because in his first five, I mean, he gave up 7 at Toronto, he gave up 7 hits against the Yankees. He only got 2 across the board there. So when Allert was your main cap, who hasn't been that hot as well, especially on the road, he seems to definitely be struggling. It seems like a nice spot where we'll see a lot of hits. What's up, Cap Wise?
that's Ben, man. You guys should be following them. Extremely intelligent dude, really knows college football. This is his time of year. College football, college basketball. I actually linked up, got some really good information from him during college basketball season. That's where we connected on Clubhouse a few months ago. But super sharp dude, man. Really knows his stuff, and he's out of Denver, so he's don't listen to him when he talks about the Broncos.
What about the Buffs?
Man, like I said, he's good across the board, man. When it comes to
I was about to say, do you have to throw in the Colorado as well, the Buffs, or is he a Colorado Stacey or Rams guy?
I just know he likes. I know he likes the. I know he's like I said. He's a homer fan. He's a big Denver guy. Heavy. When you think about my side, Lance Lane coming off the edge.
Yeah, we'll touch on every game with this short MLB slate.
Yeah.
We'll be wrapping up in about 15 minutes for today's show. I got work shit going on, but Cassius, always love you tapping in with us, one of our usuals. So what you got for him on this one?
Man, with that one, originally, man, it looked like a stay away for me. It's just such a. If anything, you go with the over 8.5 minus 120. It's just I mean when you line up at the book to bet on the on the Toronto Blue Jays, you might as well just put a clown mask on now, because you're going to keep doing it and you're either going to fall flat on your face or they're going to put up 14 runs. So
that's kind of just where with Manoah, home starts 1.91 ERA, still 4 of his 5 games have gone over the total. So that's where you say bet on the Jays bats, don't bet on them to win the games. But in his last 3 starts, he's a 6.13 ERA. 2 of them were on the roads, but it was at the Angels and at Washington. Not too great or too spectacular batting teams, and they kind of got to him pretty well there. So that's where if you do play an over here, it's just you got to hope Lance Lynn just isn't his 2.27 ERA type of caliber guy. Coming off the injection, he might have a longer start in him since he only had 4 innings in his last start, but we shall see with that one. So Sosa, you're going to rock with the over 8.5?
I'm rocking with the over 8.5. I think that's the play for me personally at minus 120. I like the Blue Jays bats to come alive tonight. And then, wow, I love that question, man. That's a good one. 2 9-game win streaks. Which one's coming to an end? I'm going with the Yankees today. I like the Yankees to keep winning, man. Like, just you ride. I mean, I know the Braves have been on fire as well. I like the Yankees personally. That's just my. And if I'm going to take them, probably take them on the run line. They've just been playing so well. I can't. Yeah, they got an injection of real. Yeah, they got an extra day off too because of the because the game got canceled real early, so there's no like they got there late or anything like that. They're fresh. Yeah, I like the Yankees tonight. Money line minus 104 is a great number.
Yeah, we do like talking about our streaks here. Atlanta, they haven't really done too high in interleague either. 6-12, basically, because the NL East is facing the AL East in this. So you have to dig through those 18 games to see what it is. Yanoa, for the Braves, he's making his second start back since May 16th. So he pitched once on the 17th against Miami. I mean, 0 earned runs, 3 hits. It's just facing the fish right now. It's usually a good time to do it. So that's where if I had to pick a side in this one as well, I'd be leaning with the Yankees, even though, I mean, both of these teams are gross. But I would have to lean with the Yankees here just because, I mean, it's hard to pick a hole in either team when one's averaging 5.4 runs over their last 7, the other's averaging 6. Both teams are just hitting well, and that's why they're on these streaks.
I appreciate what actually Aaron and Taze are locked in. See, the Braves, they had a few really high scoring games, but the last few they've kind of cooled off. I think after traveling back home, I think and also I had the under yesterday in that Braves game, like that Braves Baltimore game. I would definitely
Baltimore, Miami, Washington were their last three opponents. I guess it's easy to go 9-0 when you roll up those three right now.
and if you're going to take the Yankees, if you're going to give me a team on a 9-game win streak, and they've beaten good and bad teams at plus 150 on the run line, give me the Yankees on the run line. I'm not betting them to win by 1 run. I'm betting them to win on the run line if they do win. I'm on the same boat. I would fade bro, a team on a 9-game win streak plus 150 on the run line. Take it 100% of the time. 100%.
All right. What else? What other plays did you have in there? We got through 3 of the games so far. Well, we got like 4 games left to get through real quick.
I like the Athletics tonight on the money line at the crib against Seattle. That's my personal play. I like them to bounce back against Gonzalez. They really tricked off badly against the Giants over the weekend. They were absolutely horrendous, bro. Oh my goodness. To end the series was just terrible. I like them to bounce back today against Seattle. Seattle has a letdown after stealing one from Houston yesterday.
All right. So in that spot, kind of like it because you're essentially saying that Marco Gonzalez is going to get off this good form he's been in last 3 starts, 0.43 ERA. He's only allowed 1 run in that, and that was in his 9-inning complete game start. The one thing I did
and get smacked around.
So in his road starts this season, this was the most interesting trend. I mean, you don't bet trends, you use it to support your angle already. In his road starts, the over is 1-7. So it's kind of just where I think this is a nice Woodard finds its level spot. The A's get back to their winning ways here. Gonzalez at least gives up 4 runs today in his start, and then just got to hope that the A's pen doesn't come and bite us later.
Yeah, bro, I'm so disappointed in them. Oh my goodness.
It's just the pen that's kind of costing them at this point, but it's every season teams' pens goes through their hot and cold streaks, and I mean, sure, it's the Giants' decent hitting lineup, but that blown last night, or it wasn't blown, it was in the 8th, but giving up that lead in the 8th is rough.
It's embarrassing, bro. But enough about that one. That's pretty much all I have right now as far as, like I said, it's a short slate. The Colorado Cubs game, I mean, I wouldn't be mad at you if you actually bet on the Cubs today. You know,
I wouldn't be mad at you.
I wouldn't be mad at you fading a team that's 14-45 on the road. Come on, I wouldn't be mad at that.
What about backing the Pirates today? I was about to say, if you're not going to be mad at me at backing,
I won't be mad at you because you know what? You had me the other day. I had you like Arizona's ass on the road as well. I mean, I wouldn't talk you off it. The other day, you wanted to go with their team total. I talked you off it.
It's literally with these teams, you just got pick your spots. Just don't blindly bet it. But Armetti will start. For which team, Ahmed?
Marte. But also, we're going to continue to bet the stolen bases of they get a stolen base for Starling Marte. We already know that. We're also going to do it for Whit Merrifield. Probably going to get odds at plus 300. Still have no idea how they're even getting to that number. But take it every day. It's going to hit for you. Right now, it's hitting over this month at a 55% clip, 56% clip. So
nice. Capitalize. What I said is don't blindly back trends. Some people do. Use it to reinforce, or if you cap it and you use your other reasonings, why, analytics, stats, pitching matchups, use a trend to back it more than anything else, because you can make trends and stats lie. So that's just kind of where you use it to back it up. Don't use it as your basis for a bet.
Listen, man.
Oh,
Yeah, that's all you on the soccer questions.
well, we're in baseball. I was literally went back to the starting pitcher slate and was looking at
Right.
every single pitcher. I'm like,
Who's that?
I mean, yeah, Vestergaard's out. That's why we're on the West Ham team total over. I mean, trying to predict the lineup, especially with Armedi in there. Good luck with that one. I'm not going to be trying to bet a starting lineup there. But yeah, the Vestergaard injury is definitely a nice hit in their midfield. Yeah, I think I'm going to be. I don't have a baseball play on the day, so we'll rock. I'm back Crow. It's not Brubacher. Pick your spots to back the Pirates -115 on the money line. Yes, sir. You know what that already is, sports life. If you just tapped in, he literally just gave out the stolen bases.
Yeah, those are the two, man.
Kansas City,
Merryfield's
Houston's the only game we really didn't hit on, but you're just playing your stolen bases there from full game or total perspective wise.
Yeah, I mean,
Does
Houston should win, but they just had a series against them where Kansas City was highly competitive. So
Kansas City's won 5 of their last 6?
yeah, so they're playing decent. So no play for me in that game. I'm just gonna watch it. Houston has been spotty. We know that. And yeah, Oakland was playing better, but now they're on some bullshit again. So we'll see. We'll see where we end up with that.
I don't know. I kind of want to just take the huge number on the Royals, but not enough to be going against Greinke and to be backing Lynch. I mean, Lynch's last 3 starts 2.7, so it's not the worst one to go to, and they've won his last 3 starts. I don't think any other Royals pitcher in their rotation right now has won their last 3 starts. So that's kind of where, if you had to twist my arm, play a huge dog and just hope it cashes, Kansas City would be it. But I think Houston might put up a 10 spot tonight after dropping 3 or 4 to them recently. Yes, sir. So I'll recap my 3 soccer bets for you guys real quick, and then Sosa, we can bullshit about anything for the last 5 minutes. We're going with all the team totals are over 1.5. West Ham, Cagliari, and AC Milan. One's at -110. That's Milan. -107 is Cagliari, and +140 is West Ham. You're all good, Travis. So we usually try to recap at the end for the soccer slate.
You know. Man.
What about any Trey Lance thoughts? Anything you want to get into?
I wanted to get to this because, see a lot of people talking about Justin Fields should be playing. If you think Justin Fields should play in the NFL right now, then you're an idiot. He should not play in the NFL right now. He's not ready. He's just not there yet. People saying he should get locked. No, bro. No. He's not. You don't start him. Trey Lance is clearly not ready. To be honest, I'm a Niners fan. I want him to play immediately, but some of these guys got to be on the Mahomes plan, bro. You just got to sit them and let them learn the game and learn how to learn the playbook, shit like that, because he's just not ready. People saw a couple of running plays and they're like, oh my God. Listen, man, he's not ready. Trey's not ready. Yeah, they're not.
He had that one dime that they put the play in slow-mo. I think it was for a touchdown. It was right in the red
Travis
zone.
Benjamin.
Yeah, man, that thing had some zip on it. That's kind of where those are the flashes where it's kind of with preseason. You can make a case for why a player should have a breakout year. Then it's one player the whole season. It was Quez Watkins last year for the Eagles. When is Quez going to play? When is just because it's the hype? And then in preseason, people lose their jobs. So that's what we said. Summer League, just take it with a grain of salt. It's a shame, though, because some of these guys are going to have huge breakout years, and it's just not going to happen because they're playing against third stringers.
Right. So as long as we are aware that, a lot of these guys we're seeing aren't going to play, what's up? Ruby in my face. But yeah, other than that, man, 1 week closer to football. We're going live tonight talking NFL. Going to see a lot of people that are affiliated with the show, Sunday Morning Quarterbacks. We're going live for the first time Thursday that the season starts. That will be our very first episode.
Next Thursday.
Yeah. So when you guys are ready, we're ready. We'll be ready. Bringing you fantasy analysis, all the best information. Also, end of baseball season, baseball picks, like for premium stuff. I'm putting it on Pick City just because football is going to take up a lot of my time. they send people out the picks. If you guys want any information on it, it's all on there. I'm doing a full end of season. All my premium picks for whatever the price is on their site. They're the ones who put it up. So just lock them in. And if you guys want those, other than that, yeah, I'm just ready for football season, man. I'm ready to get this shit cracking.
Yes, sir. We
Got
got
a couple spots in fantasy. If anybody wants to get into a couple of fantasy leagues, you think you're a baller and really want to do some shit,
if you want to be able to talk shit to
lose your
Sosa
money.
when he beat him,
Come
join
lose
the
your money
league.
to the GOAT. I'm ready.
Yes, sir. Till tomorrow. We'll see you guys later. We got a guest coming up later in the week. Thank you as usual. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button on YouTube. We appreciate all you guys.
Week 0 college football this week. Week 0.